In our first strategic update, we'll give you a rundown of the March Council meeting, see how things are progressing with our plans for an Aboriginal cultural centre in the port, and we've recently approved several projects to improve our road and footpath network, and with recent discussion about development of the historic semaphore water tower, we get the facts on how the SA planning system works. Stay tuned until the end to see what projects are open for consultation, giving you the chance to have your say. For over 20 years, there have been dreams of an Aboriginal cultural centre right here in this space. Recently, the Council's been learning from custodians, talking with stakeholders and putting together plans to finally build a cultural space in Port Adelaide. At the March Council meeting, it all came to fruition as Aboriginal elders and staff presented their business case for the project to proceed, bringing together years of workshops, consultations and discussions. It was great to see so many members of the community in the gallery to witness this moment as we allocated funding to allow the project to proceed with a budget of $31 million. We've been working closely with key community and Aboriginal groups on the design of this project, and I can't wait for the official naming ceremony soon as design work gets underway. Also at the March Council meeting, we approved our final integrated transport strategy, which is a culmination of years of research, work and consultation covering the entire transport network. This sets a path for future works and improvements right around PAE. Recently, we decided to improve landscaping on two major roundabouts on Military Road in Semaphore South to ensure that they look great and are welcoming icons for people in these key locations. Plus, we considered a report on the future of 40 km/h speed limits and their effectiveness. The long-awaited upgrade to Prospect Road, which began last year, is also progressing well. We've begun the rollout of changes to narrow streets across PAE to make 285 streets under 7.2 metres in width safer and more accessible for everyone, including vehicles, pedestrians and emergency vehicles. Learn more by watching the Q&A video available on our social pages and on our website. Deputations and petitions are a chance for members of the public to do a presentation to the Council. At the March meeting, we received a petition about a proposed development of this historic water tower in Semaphore. You may have seen stories about this in the media as well. To clarify what's happening here, the development application, as with all developments like this, will be determined by the Independent Council Assessment Panel, not the Council. The two bodies are intentionally independent of one another to ensure development applications are determined on their planning merits without any political influence. As such, a deputation and petition like this to the Council does not influence a planning decision because the panel makes an independent decision under the law against the SA Planning Act. We recently undertook a large consultation regarding bylaws across the Council. These covered everything from dogs and roosters to permits, signage and waste management. The initial consultation to get your early thoughts on how bylaws function was presented to the Council at the March meeting. Staff will now develop proposed changes, and these proposed changes will then go out for further community consultation to see what you think. Other levels of government don't provide this level of opportunity for you to have input, so this is more proof of how councils are the closest level to the community and really do involve you in decisions and changes that affect you. Thank you to everyone who submitted your thoughts so far. And as the closest level of government to the community, we really do care about your input on our decisions. There are always many wide-ranging consultations open. Currently open, you can have your say on the draft design for Polonia Reserve, give your input into the development of a master plan for EP Naser and John Hart reserves, and tell us your thoughts on dogs in public places. Plus, there are a few proposed road closures. Check out haveyoursay.cityofpae.sa.gov.au to have your say.